My name is Derek Lee, Bosun's broadcast head. This show is Bosun's newest contribution to our mission of thought leadership in UA&P. Here, we talk about lesser-known concepts the university may sometimes be too shy to talk about in the open. The goal here is to offer new and unorthodox ideas to energize discussion in UA&P. From ideas, issues, cultures, and the occasional politics. We want to dissect what makes UA&P student life different. To do this, we carefully casted people from different backgrounds. 6 unorthodox thought leaders to lead the way. People with expressive personalities, youthful point of views, and a constant outsider's mentality. People whose wisdom transcends the 4 corners of the university. Who are daring enough to question norms and cultures. And are definitely not shy with sharing all of this with others. Welcome to the discussion room that can never be booked. Welcome to Discussion Room 95.
Good day, UNP. Welcome back to another episode of DR95. So today we have our hosts here,
Kyle,
Cholo,
Holly,
and I'm Xeve. Okay, so we're gonna start off our podcast by talking about something that's really controversial, unorthodox, and even a lot of people don't like talking about it. And this is the Dragon's Freedom Wall. So, what do you guys, for you, what do you guys understand about Dragon's Freedom Wall? What do you guys think of it?
in my opinion, like the freedom wall is like one of those things that like if you want to say something, but you don't want to be like hula, na parang, oh shoot, I don't want to be those like gets. If you want to say something without being liable for it, like that's where you go.
I see.
Yeah, I think it's just an outlet where students can express themselves. Yeah, that's it.
I don't think it's that nice. I think it's more of like a meme wall more than anything.
Yeah.
It's like 9gag by UA&P. Something like
Grabe
that. That's pretty much it. It's just like a meme wall for me.
Yeah, same with Kyle. I think it's also like a meme wall where people just post to have some entertainment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, given what you guys have, there's actually a real definition a real definition of Dragon's Freedom Wall, and we can find that in the about of the Dragon's Freedom Wall page on Facebook. So I'll read it. Okay, so the stories, views, and opinions posted on Dragon's Freedom Wall are anonymously submitted. They do not reflect the thoughts and opinions of the admins nor of the university. So they're not connected to the university. The page is not associated with UA&P administrations in any matter, and the school will not be held responsible for anything posted on this page. The posts on this page may not be factual or accurate. Take everything with a grain of salt. So what do you guys think of that?
Yeah.
I think it's good that we address this because people kind of just judge the freedom wall like on face value. Like okay, parang it's just a place to put your opinions. So I mean, I guess it's good that it's like clear that it's not related to the school. I mean, like it's not affiliated with the school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree with you. I think it's nice that they really cleared it out that yeah, exactly what Cholo said, that they're not affiliated. It's just that I have a few like concerns with that and freedom wall, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah.
You?
It's more of, for me, it's more like, I don't know. Call me the pessimistic one.
Why?
I don't know. It just feels like, it's like a get out of jail card place. Like,
What do you think of that?
No, I can say whatever I want. Never get tracked. Like that's pretty much it. Like the description didn't change anything for me.
Why get it out of jail?
What? Like
What's get out of jail?
it's basically like giving you the card that you can say whatever
Daming
you want.
alam.
Of course.
50 yun eh.
Of course. I'm old. Parang you get out of jail card because like, oh, I can say whatever you want, whatever I want without taking the responsibility of me. Like, it's sharing opinions without taking the responsibility for your opinions. So, I don't think the definition written on the page is like made any difference for me.
But then I guess like the definition also, I mean the fact that the definition states that, or the about thing states that it's not affiliated with UA&P, then how come like a lot of UA&P students still use it, or like most of the that's where UA&P students go. You get me?
I think it's for the UA&P community, but I think they're just trying to prove that parang the admins of the school were not the ones who created it. It was just
Mm.
meant for the
Yeah, like
students.
it's one of those things that like if you want to say anything, like you can't get sanctioned for it, something like that.
Oh yeah, like didn't when it first came out, wasn't it named UA&P Freedom Wall?
I think. I mean,
Really?
maybe it was
Yeah, I think and then
always
they
Dragon's
changed
Freedom
it.
Wall.
That's
I
why
don't
they
know.
changed it,
I don't know.
right?
I think
I think they had to change it, yeah.
was UA&P Freedom
Yeah,
Wall.
they changed it, and so like they had to name it Dragon's Freedom Wall for something. So
So that means the admin knows who the
yeah, like you know, like, how
Conspiracy?
did that happen?
What?
conspiracy theory.
Who did
the
they
admin of the
contact?
school knows the admin of Dragon Freedom Wall. Conspiracy theory.
Dami
Conspiracy
mo
theory.
naman alam.
Actually,
That actually makes sense,
Dude.
diba?
Diba?
yeah.
Because like how did it change? You know, what the school was gonna be like? I'm gonna find you.
Oh.
I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna find you, and you're gonna get a sanction.
No, 'cause I was thinking about it, and
You're
then
gonna get a
it's
type B offense.
Yeah.
Type A.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
What's type A offense? Suspension.
I'm
Type
not so
D?
sure lang.
Type. What's the highest ba? Type A or type B?
Type
Type
A.
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 Oh,
A.
so they're gonna get like a expulsion.
I don't know. Never got
Change
it.
it.
Never
Basta
got it
you-
one, bro.
You're not allowed to
If you
talk
keep the
bad about the school, or basta you can't do anything with their reputation. You
Yeah.
get an offense for that. So I think that's what they were trying to protect. Yeah.
So now that we changed it from
UA&P.
UA&P to Dragon, we can say anything now. Is that like
But then I
Yeah.
guess like they still filter out the
Exactly. Okay,
content.
so that's what that's a concern that I had kanina na parang okay, they say that they're not affiliated with the school, but how come the admins of Dragon's Freedom Wall still filter the submissions ganyan?
How are you
Because
so sure?
I know that they don't post everything. Kasi for example, my friend she would post, for example, if they're trying to plug something, they would post some stuff pero hindi siya napopost.
what do you plug? Like
Like
marketing?
marketing ganon.
Oh.
Hindi siya napopost.
So is it really a place for freedom?
And I remember there was this
Oh.
one
For
time.
honesty pala,
Is it
honesty.
really a freedom wall?
Yeah.
Or is it just a wall?
So they actually still filter.
Mimo.
Yeah.
post.
So isn't it ironic na they say they're not affiliated with the school, but they act like they are.
So that means they really do know the hook creator. Because
Wait,
if
let's
anything,
not
if,
jump
if
into
anything
conclusions
happens,
here.
you know, they're gonna they're gonna contact that guy and be like,
Start a revolution.
yeah.
Conspiracy theory.
Uh-huh.
But then, guys, given that everything you said, is there actually like, you know, we all know that everything in Dragon's Freedom Wall, some of it's like for entertainment and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But
Mhm.
is there actually like quality, good content in the Dragon's Freedom Wall? Because there's other freedom walls out there, like, other freedom walls that they use to expose some people, you know, like, child abusers, pedophiles, all that things. But then, how about in Dragon's Freedom Wall? Is there any other good content that, you know, that's really a good use? Like, is it good or bad, or, you know, what do you guys think of that?
All right, can I like start?
Mhm.
So, of course, like Dragon's Freedom Wall, in my opinion, what people say about it the most is that there's so many weird posts na parang, aamin ba ako sa crush ko, or like, what's up with this guy with like dark tinted car or something. But that's like what most people see. But there are also like posts with substance na parang, oh, do you guys have any like, to all the scholars out there, do you guys have any like studying tips, how you should study,
Mhm.
or like even outsiders' perspectives, like, so I want to enroll in the EM program, like, is it good?
Oh, yeah, I saw
Mga
that,
ganun,
I
mga
saw
ganun.
that.
No,
I
but
saw that.
like if you were to put a ratio on like good posts and like super mema posts,
Dude, like,
super landslide, like
dude,
one
Mema,
1:10.
Mema takes
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
no cap.
Yeah.
So is
No
it still
cap,
good
bro.
for UNP?
Ano
Ano
I
I
wouldn't,
ako maghukay para sa good
I wouldn't call
content?
it good, but I also wouldn't call it bad. It's more of like in the gray zone. You know what I mean? Like, medyo nasalba pa siya ng mga good posts.
Yeah, there's actually a post I saw. Like, a professor actually replied to the post.
Oh yeah.
It was
Hmm.
about, does this professor blank fail people? And then he or she, I won't say any details. He or she was like, I don't,
Ayaw mo
I-
tos.
I forgot what she said, but she was like, I don't, I can give ones, I can give passing, you know, you just have to try, stuff like that. And it's funny because like a professor was actually interacting with the Dragon's Freedom Wall also.
But okay, because my opinion on the Freedom Wall is like something like that, an entity like that, a page like that, will be described on the content there. So if we all agree na, of course we don't have like the exact numbers, pero if we feel like it's one good post to 10 bad ones, then the Dragon Freedom Wall is bad. Ngayon yung argument, like when we were planning for this podcast, like I think the argument was that, oh, but is it freedom if you try to filter people? You would learn from Philo Antro that that's not freedom. That, diba?
It's not.
It's not.
But then, you can't use that argument more the ratio of good to bad. Because I learned in class. I forgot what subject. I think it was Theo when we were talking about morality. You can't outweigh the bad because there's also a situation. I don't know if that applies.
I like
I don't
What
know
you
if that
saying,
applies
bro?
here.
I don't know what you mean.
But then you can't use a ratio of good to bad because like you can't really tell if a thing is actually good or bad just because there are more bad than good. Like
Yeah.
say a
Okay.
person.
That's actually like
you
what
know?
what I'm trying to say. Like gets. I mean, it's not exactly good, but it's also not bad. You feel like
Okay.
there's things there.
Jafil.
I feel you.
Jafil.
I feel you, bro.
Me. I have something to say. So the essence of a Dragon's Freedom Wall, I think, is good. Like it's there so that people can express themselves, that they can't really do on a normal basis or stuff like that. But then yung content mismo or minsan yung what we read, parang unnecessary siya. Like I mean, for people who really follow the Dragon's Freedom
Mhm.
Wall, like honestly, I find that it's good that it's there for some people. It may be helpful to some people, but then for me, it causes me stress because I just see daming issues na parang, it's so irrelevant in my life. So I decided to unlike it. So the essence of Dragon's Freedom Wall is good. It's there to help other people, but then yung mismong content is questionable. But then again, it's a freedom wall, so we don't really have the right to.
You don't have to get stressed.
Holly
both.
Pantal yun, the mature one.
No, but then it's more than it's for example, issues in the school. Of course you're involved, you're a student there.
Yeah, of course.
So of course, masa-stress talaga ako if I see those types of things. Alam mo yun?
So you would rather not see it.
Yeah, I'd rather not see it than It's
Alright.
not saying that I don't want to be involved. It's just that I don't want to have, unnecessary stress when I could be focusing on something else. Like it would bother me kasi if I see those stuff.
In my opinion, like with regard to like the content of the Freedom Wall itself, I feel like the bad content, I mean like not everything, but also like even the good probably. I feel like it's more of a product of the whole sense of anonymity. Diba? I mean like, why would there be bad posts if makikilala ka naman? Diba?
So that's why people resort to.
Yeah, I in
posting
my
and
opinion, like,
Dragon's
that's what
Freedom
it
Wall.
is.
Because of anonymity.
Yeah, I think so.
So,
I mean, aside from that, I mean, the Freedom Wall pretty much markets itself. I mean,
yeah,
people just share it.
Yeah. Well, like what else? What else do you guys think
On.
on like anonymity and like being?
No, okay, yeah, for sure. For sure. I think that's what, like, the whole. That's a good word.
Anonymity.
Anonymity. I think that was, like, the whole point I was talking about earlier. That I was saying that, like, it's a place where you can literally voice out or clout chase. Depends on you, what you want.
Uh-huh.
From really important, like, opinions, like, there are political opinions there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
To even like, dapat, saan ko date yung crush ko? Nahalatang never pa niya kinausap yung girl. Ang point ko is, it's a place where you can literally say whatever you want and not take responsibility for the thing you're going to say. So,
Even against the Constitution.
even against anything,
against
like the
the-
school, yeah.
That's a institution pala. Institution.
Like there, okay.
Constitution.
No, what? No, because honestly, like, okay, I don't think I'll get in trouble for saying this because it's fact. Like, if you read it, there are posts there that literally like reprimands from admin to the USG, like everything to orgs, right? So like, but then again, there's the question like, why do you have to hide?
Yeah, why don't people just post it on their, say it nicely in their personal accounts?
Okay, in my opinion, like, oh shoot, sorry.
No, it's okay, go ahead.
Okay, like, part of like the Freedom Wall with regard to like the anonymity thing, I mean, if you don't have to like word things properly, I think it's like part of the emotion.
Yeah,
that,
I
like,
agree.
you can like
It's
just put
ano
things
kasi,
out.
people, like, it's our tendency talaga to express how we feel. And it's not, like, most of us, we don't express it nicely palagi. It's hard. It's difficult for us. Especially, for example, you're mad.
Because you're not mature.
Grabe, inaway. Thanks, ah. But then, yeah, so for example, that you're mad, diba? And then, parang, you're basically containing your what you're feeling if you post on your wall talaga. And people will judge you. Ganyan. It's really, the Dragon Freedom Wall is there so that to para no judgment talaga for that person. And to be able to express themselves freely.
But
I
then,
think
like,
that's it.
we're talking about concerns,
Mm.
not just like with, or like say, like you said, orgs, admins, facilities. So, I mean, I'm sure like you guys have seen the feedback boxes in school.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like these green, right?
Or
feedback
brown.
boxes.
I have
Or
seen
brown,
brown
I don't know.
one.
But then I see them near the reg.
Yeah,
the
I
red.
saw that one.
And then, so like, why don't people just, go to the feedback boxes, like why
Okay,
don't
to be honest, I didn't even know that there was a
Yeah,
feedback box
That's true.
before
Ignorant.
today.
And I don't think
Di
people
pala mature, di ako mature, sorry.
Kaya pala gusto mo yung freedom wall.
Oo. As you said, cloud chasing. You know it.
or voice out, diba? Like, that's the name of the group, voice
yeah,
out.
but for the boxes, I don't think people have time to go up and then drop their suggestions and
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
But they have time to post a 3-paragraph,
But imagine it's just
Dude, I
one
mean,
click away.
Yeah, it's on your phone, bro.
Kasi
3 paragraphs for a
Yeah, but you ain't
for a
gotta
person
walk.
you've never talked to.
You ain't
And
gotta
it-
walk,
Wait,
ano?
but
bro.
the thing is, I think the reason why people resort to Dragon's Freedom Wall is because, like,
it's super
again,
accessible.
yeah, it's
Super
accessible.
accessible.
and at the same time, you don't have to word your concern properly.
yeah.
Like, you can just type whatever you want to say without, knowing.
Plus,
Like,
plus, if you do say something profound and it gains traction, dude, more people will follow it.
So, cloud chasing.
Di naman sa ganun. Like, what if it's like a legitimate
Wait,
concern?
can you define cloud chasing for all our out there? For all our people out there.
Kumbaga parang pakul siya, ganun.
cool.
Like,
you.
di naman siya ganun.
Why are you fighting everyone?
why-
Selling?
Yeah, bro.
What's your problem?
Actually,
I'm
Semi,
not
go
fighting.
lang. Go lang. Ako pala
I'm
hindi
the
mo
main
inaaway.
host here. I'm the main host.
I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
sorry.
I'm the main host.
Sorry,
Sorry,
boss.
Sorry.
No, but
boss.
okay, going back. KJ. Going back, regardless of the effort you need to go to those boxes, the green boxes,
Uh-huh.
feedback, I think it's scary then to like write your name or like kahit na maisip mo lang like in the back of your head that even if they saw me place that piece of paper, diba?
Someone's watching you, bro. Someone's watching
You're
you.
going to
Yeah.
get
But
reprimanded.
that's why you have to word it properly. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's also that maturity that comes with giving your concern. And I actually did some research. You can actually voice out your complaints in voice out.
Oh.
You guys know that?
No?
Yeah.
Wow, Kyle.
Okay,
Fitzgerald.
I have the
my-
about page of voice out.
I-
About page. So I'm gonna read it for you. Well, it's a long description. Yeah. But then where is that?
I think it's on the first.
Here. It says this FB group is exclusive to UA&P population only. The UA&P Voice Out Facebook group was created in order to bridge the concerns of UA&P students to the Center of Student Affairs and the rest of the university committee. Members may post about school-related topics, projects, and events, and such as constructive feedback and observations about campus life.
What?
Yeah.
What?
This is
Okay,
all
I
new to
honestly
me.
didn't know.
This is all new to me.
Conspiracy theory na.
So you
wait,
can
I didn't know that you were allowed to give constructive feedback, blah blah blah, on voice out. I honestly thought it was just for announcements.
Same. It's
Like-
more
Yeah,
like
orgs, we have an event.
Because a
Come
lot of
to our
people
event.
just post their marketing stuff. and
Let-
all
Yeah.
that.
Listen to me. I've been here for 5 years. I've never seen constructive criticism there.
Me too.
I've never seen criticism there.
Constructive feedback.
yeah, like
Okay.
I've
panay
never
mga
seen feedback
marketing
there.
lang, mga ganun.
But
Lost
okay.
and found.
Feedback.
But
Oo nga, hindi. Panay mga ganun na nga lang.
Or is that feedback?
Constructive feedback and observations. You can put observations also if you want.
Huh?
So parang bagal
Yeah.
ng wifi.
sorry,
mga ganun.
I
Oh,
see
yeah, you can
constructive
put-
feedback, whatever, or observations on Freedom Wall more than I do in Voice Out.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's
Deadass.
really just the result of
Wank wonk.
Maybe people are just scared.
yeah, it's just the result of parang who's running the page, I think.
But then I guess like when you give constructive feedback, you have to word it properly in
Of course.
a genuine,
And
respectable way, you know.
yeah, cuz nandun yung pangalan ng UA&P.
Yeah.
So you really have to take things professionally there.
So
I
example, like let's say I wanna say, and this is for example's sake, okay? But like let's say I wanna say,
Example only.
oh, there's really slow internet. Like in my normal lingua, there's
No,
internet.
Yeah.
All caps, all
Yeah.
caps.
Like it should be thy internet is slow in the university.
May accent, may accent.
Why is there an
Thy
accent?
internet.
Is it supposed to be that proper? That's the point. Like what?
How should we word
Of
it
course,
properly?
it's for example's sake.
Yeah.
Mm,
But then again, you're right. Like, you know, we don't know how
Yeah,
to
what's
word
the
it properly.
yeah.
Because like people might find it disrespectful,
Yeah.
or like the admins.
I think the most proper way to like word your concerns is having a premise. Okay, you put your opinion and then parang medyo facts about
Facts.
yeah.
So it's really like it's the. But isn't it more of like the vocab? Like
Yeah, for sure.
it's more
No,
of
I
the
mean,
Wow.
I think okay.
You're
I
trying to
think,
write a
okay,
paper
okay.
here, bro.
Can't definitely like.
I think we misunderstood.
Are you kidding me?
proper. I think we misunderstood proper. I think the more proper word is respectful.
Yo.
I think
Yeah.
how you say how you put your feedback on Voice Out dapat is respectful.
I think you just have to put like a
there
thank
are
you
like
in
no
the end.
curse words, you know.
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, kasi
Remember,
diba?
someone's watching you.
No, I mean, I think that's
You
like
have to put a thank you in the end.
that,
always.
that's like
Thank you.
pretty much the
Bagal ng
answer.
internet po.
5 araw nag-upload to.
And then
Please
they
pagpasensya
reply,
nyo na.
Opo.
No, but I
Po,
think
ang
that
bagal po ng internet po.
I think that's like a definite answer to like why people resort to the freedom wall for things like concerns. I mean, I mean,
Yeah.
you get to say things in the way you want to say them.
Mhm.
Yeah, but then again, we're mature people. You know, we deal with.
I don't know about one of us.
Huh?
I don't know
You know,
about one of
eventually
us.
we're gonna
Yeah.
start working in the real
The
world.
fifth year, the
Ramon,
least. Oh my
Ramon,
god.
so immature.
We're gonna start working in the real world. So we gotta deal with people in the right way.
Mm.
Diba?
Mm.
Okay, so what we're saying here is, if we just in an ideal world, if we followed the description of Voice Out, we wouldn't need Dragon Freedom Wall.
Well, I guess Dragon. Yeah.
Uh,
What do you have to say? Well, for me, I guess Dragon
Yeah.
Freedom Wall would be more like a
Like a social place.
like a
So meme page.
I mean,
meme page.
meme
Meme
page.
page, cloud
Meme page.
chaser gang.
Yeah.
dragons dank memes.
What's
What's
that?
that?
Wala lang, parang laughter lang, mga ganun. I don't know.
Laughter.
I don't know how to word it, okay? There's like no way to word it. It's like, if you know, you know.
Huh?
If you know, you know.
Guys, do you know any like concerns that were actually like brought up and had a solution to?
Dog, no idea.
You don't?
No
No, because I have
idea.
something on top of my head.
Wait. So I think right to your question a while ago. Sorry, going back.
Yeah, going back. Whatever.
If the UA&P Voice Out worked properly or was working or was up to their word or description, you na di kailangan ng Dragon's Freedom Wall. I think
Yeah,
think-
go ahead.
I don't know. Okay lang na there's both of it. Kasi yun nga, parang UA&P Voice Out is specifically for school concerns
Yes.
talaga. Professional school concerns. And Dragon's Freedom Wall is there for
Fun.
yeah, I agree with you, meme stuff, but it's also kasi
Memes.
it's also an outlet for people who are looking for other people. Like you know those who express their yung sama ng loob or hindi naman sama ng loob.
Pinalabas na galit.
Hindi, yeah, but then for example, I know there are some people who post there about being lonely and stuff like that. And I think they wouldn't be able to do that on UA&P Voice Out. So even if UA&P Voice Out was working very well, a Dragon's Freedom Wall is still necessary.
Yeah, I guess so. And also, like a Dragon's Freedom Wall can also, it's also an outlet to get it's like other people besides the university students can use Dragon's Freedom
Yeah.
Wall. But then back to my own question.
Sorry.
Yeah,
The one
sorry,
about-
sorry.
the one about-
Sorry,
Main host.
The one about feedback being having a solution to it. Actually, the thing in the top of my head is the PSB elevator. You know, they've already it's already being constructed, and like I think it'll be there. I don't know, years from now. But
Years
then,
from now.
Di
But
naman,
then,
it's
like,
already
from
there.
now-
It's already
yeah,
there. It works.
it's already there. Like they're already programming it or whatever. But then, like when I first entered the university, like a lot of people were complaining about putting a elevator in PSB,
Mm-hmm.
and then now like it's my 4th year. Like they're already actually constructing an elevator. So like, props to UA&P.
Yeah.
I
Good
think
job.
About
Yeah.
my
Thank you,
favorite
thank you.
university.
You
But
Yeah.
then I'm done with PE already. So
You chose to
I think
the
ano-
elevator on my graduating year. Thank you.
yeah. For the
And not
ele-
everything's about you, bro.
No. What? It's about
No, not
The
everything. No,
elevator.
no, no. It ain't all about you,
Yeah.
bro.
Dog.
I know your old man bones can't handle the stairs.
Oh yeah, for sure. Exactly.
Arthritis.
wait.
Huh?
For the elevator thing,
Dog.
I don't think it shouldn't have been a problem. Like
Yeah.
dapat automatic na may elevator sa PSB
Wow.
because that's where athletes are. And what if they get injured? What if they 'di ba? What if they have to rush to the hospital? Plus
Oo nga,
people have
no.
to carry them down the stairs. I think it shouldn't have been a problem. It shouldn't have been a solution. So
I agree.
yeah,
Should have been there
Gets
from the
ba?
start. Ganon.
I broke
it should
my
have been
leg.
there in the first place.
Oh.
Do you know what? Like
Yeah,
I broke
right.
my leg and they wheelchaired me like
Downstairs?
down the ramp.
Off-road.
Down the ramp.
Off-road.
The
Like,
ramp
that was-
where the cars pass,
Yeah.
ha? There's no ramp pa nga eh.
Kala ko sa stairs.
But
I
then
mean-
again,
Even my friends left me para mag-stairs na lang.
I mean-
Ako
Sorry, bro. Ah.
I think the
Sorry,
complaints were there because there was no elevator wherein there should have been talaga. Like it was very important. So I don't
but then
for me
again-
it's not praiseworthy.
it's not.
It's not. It should have been there
Ooh.
ever since.
Yeah, I agree.
It should have
Totally
been there.
agree with that.
It's student safety yun eh. So yeah.
Actually.
And this is the perfect example of sharing your opinions properly and respectfully.
I respect your
Nice one,
opinion.
the-
I respect
Thank
your
you.
opinion.
The mature one of the
How
group.
about anyone? Like none of you ever have also had any feedback, like even from your friends.
I mean, I don't know. Probably the most immediate like I could think of is like the people that park in the middle of a lane in the
yeah,
PSB. Oh my gosh.
But
I
then
don't know.
yeah, they actually post that on voice
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Even,
that's what
like,
I
the
mean.
lights,
Yeah.
if a car's light is
Yeah,
open.
if the
But
car's
it's
lights are
just-
on.
Those are the only things I saw.
I have an example.
Yes.
Okay, so right we were talking about UA&P voice out and you have to be proper and respectful, ganyan. I remember one time there was a post about someone posted there about the earthquake. You remember that happened last year? It was pretty strong. And they were all wondering why the school didn't suspend the next day. And parang it really shows kasi ang dami nag-comment talaga, super dami, nag-flood yon.
Yeah.
And then the admin just turned off the comments and just and people were kind of mad about it because they were voicing out their complaints, but I don't think naman anyone was cursing or anything, but they still stopped
Yeah.
it. So,
I mean, yeah, that's also something that's
'di ba? Parang
up,
medyo
Like sometimes if you voice out your concerns, they also like shut it down.
yeah.
But then again, what if like people are also just making fun of it? Because like you
Yeah,
can see like
Actually,
people
there were
posting
yeah,
GIFs.
for sure.
'Cause I'm sure there
I've
were like
seen,
you
yeah.
Yeah.
like remember like
gifs of popcorn, people eating
Yeah.
popcorn.
Yeah, I get that.
Okay.
I think parang
I'll
I
live
guess
for those.
the main reason as to why they stopped the comments like, okay, we get your point.
okay.
Parang, 'di ba?
But then did they have like a memo after?
No, I don't think so. No, they did.
Yeah.
But then it was about the suspension, not about the
or
post.
maybe they could have like answered and then
yeah,
closed the
yeah.
comments.
They
Yeah.
should have
Like,
made a
stop.
formal statement and then
Stop.
Yeah, maybe they could also answer because like,
diba?
that's what UNP voice out's for about.
Yeah.
It says in the
Description.
apparently.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So a few takeaways we can have from this what we have here. What do you guys?
I have a lot. Can I go first? Kasi you can comment.
Okay.
Okay. Sige.
So like, for me, we really should stray away from hypocrisy. Wow, very
Wow.
very
That's
political,
new.
ah. No, I'm
That's
seriously though, like
new.
we should really, cause like remember how like the appeal of the Dragon's Freedom Wall is you can complain about anything. And
Yes.
usually what you complain about is responsibility. Oh, it's your responsibility to blank. And like, oh, you should take what's the word I'm looking for? So yun na lang. You should be responsible to this and that, and you're obliged to do this and that. And you should man up and all these things. Like, but then again, the person complaining doesn't do any of those because they hide.
So it's like more of ironic.
Yeah, it's really ironic na parang we like let's say like concrete example lang, like you know how like there are posts like, oh, this institution should be held accountable for. Do you know what being accountable means? That means that literally
Okay.
you
Yeah.
take
Okay, I get what
responsibility.
you
I
mean.
feel.
Yeah, I
Right?
get what you
So
mean.
I feel like one of my biggest takeaways is that if we were to dream of that ideal world wherein, okay, Dragon Freedom Wall is this, and then Voice Out is what it should be, it's really a give and take. One is, like, people need to learn how to, like,
Voice it out.
voice it out properly,
Properly.
and, like, bravely. Because there's nothing wrong about voicing. If you do it properly, there's nothing wrong with it. And I can assure you there's never been a
Yeah.
case that someone voiced out properly and then that person was reprimanded. Or at least I don't know any.
Yeah.
So,
How are you so sure?
Yeah, bro.
Ah,
5 years
again,
na eh.
5 years. Na-wheelchair na ako pababa ng
Na-wheelchair.
PHB,
Ah, okay,
Brody.
okay.
So,
So
like,
you yourself
what do you mean?
voiced out your concern about that.
Like, sa voice out? No. Oh,
Oh.
we should
Ah.
to stray away from something means na andun ka pa. No.
Past na ba yun?
No, but real talk though, like,
RT.
but that's not the atmosphere of
Uh-huh.
voice out right now, diba?
Yeah, it's not.
Like,
it's
if
not.
we put into summary everything we've talked about, like, one, anonymity is very appealing, and then two, that like that eye that looks at you, that will reprimand you and judge you, it might not actually be there. Because again, like I said, I don't know any cases that if it was done properly that you were reprimanded for sharing your opinions. So that's from the student side. And then from the other side, the admins of these pages, I think like acknowledging or even like promoting open speech or freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you do it properly, like there's nothing wrong with that. Because, you know, I mean, we're a school of liberally educated people. That's in and outside the classroom.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow.
Ooh.
That's
He's a
Kaz's hot
product-
take of
product
today.
right here.
Ooh.
Huh? What?
You're a product of this
what?
liberal arts.
Yeah, of course. We're all products of liberal arts.
No, but you seem to show it
Huh?
very well.
Because I'm fifth year. What you talking about? If hindi ko pa natutunan liberal arts by now naman.
Medyo palpak ka na nun.
So, ikaw okay lang. May palusot ka for
Oo,
how you
oo.
act. And like,
Freshie
you know,
freshie.
you know.
Fresh.
So that's a freshy perspective. Like what
No,
do you
okay,
have to
like
say?
I honestly have like the same takeaways as Kyle, but more of like I think it's just clear now that, in my opinion, really the main selling point of the Freedom Wall is like the anonymity factor.
Yeah.
At the same time, like I think that it's not really a worthy comparison with Voice Out, because in my opinion, like apples and oranges talaga.
What do you mean?
Because like no,
Please
Oranges?
expound.
no, what I
What are you
mean is
talking
like
about?
no, what I mean
Very
is like
westernized, ah.
oh for sure, bro, for sure.
Apples?
They're liberal arts.
Yeah,
Pwede bang
dog.
singkamas and
G-dog.
No, but what I'm
Sample.
trying to say is like gets Voice Out is more of like for just concerns.
Yeah.
And
of course.
the Freedom Wall is more of like for concerns and other things. So that's what I'm trying to get
Yeah,
to.
why would you post something
What?
about
What?
poo on the shower in Voice Out?
No, that's what I
Diba?
mean. I mean it's not necessarily concern. Oh my gosh, we're actually talking about this again. No, I mean like it's not necessarily like a school
Thank you.
concern.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's not the school's fault.
Yeah.
So basically like yeah, that's what I'm trying to
like a
say.
meme page.
Yeah.
Yeah, meme page.
Or
Dank memes.
yeah.
But
Okay.
then again, like what we've learned, you don't have to post everything in your life.
Yeah.
Naging vlogging channel.
Di ba parang, today, naghiwa ako ng 2 kalamansi habang nakikinig ng music ni Miley Cyrus. I don't care! Di ba? Parang,
Kalamansi.
why is that post worthy?
I don't know. I mean,
And that's not freedom.
Yeah, I mean, we can't be judgy of people like that, bro.
But that's not freedom. So we can judge, sort of,
All right.
in a respectful way.
How about you, Holly?
Can I just drink water? Wait lang.
I
Hindi.
Sabi mo na.
Oh, okay. Me, it's kind of same with Kyle and same with you, but then it's like, I feel like, yeah, the UNP voice out should be voiced with should be concerns. It can be, like what the about page said, concerns, feedback, and observations. And again, you have to voice it out properly. This is in the student's perspective. You have to voice it out properly and respectful, so that the admins will really listen to you. Because it's like, in my opinion, it's like you're going to a customer service. Like if you say, fix my phone, fix my TV or whatever,
Fool.
yeah, give me my money back. Like they won't entertain you. They won't try to help you. But then again, like if you say it properly and you keep saying thank you and you say like good morning or whatever, you can say good morning in your post and voice out. They'll help you like a lot.
Can I just emphasize on that point? I just want to say that's sobrang perfect. Because if you think about it, if you're posting and you don't do it properly, so what are you really doing? Are you doing it to complain para ma-improve? Or are you just complaining for the sake of complaining?
Yeah.
Diba? So,
Yeah, and with that, like you also have to have a genuine, what's that word? Like you really want the school to improve. Like
Intention.
Genuine intention.
school spirit.
Yeah, like you don't just do it because it's affecting you.
It's trendy.
'Cause not as a person, it's just affecting you. Like, it's so hot in school, I want more aircon. Blah blah blah. You have to have a genuine intention for the whole school or the whole student body in general. But then again, like you can also voice out your concerns. Yeah, and with the admin's perspective, naman, like I think, yeah, they should reply or they should get back to us about our concerns.
And post it on voice out.
Yeah, and post on voice
Parang
or even
update.
like
Because
comment.
transparency is super
comment-
important.
Yeah,
Because
transparency.
it will change the atmosphere.
Yeah,
then
it will
na
change the atmosphere
It's
for
a-
sure.
It's
Like,
a
people
conversation.
will-
And it's professional.
And
Yeah.
professional.
So
Yeah,
they should
feel.
at least like comment on
I
the
feel.
post,
Feel.
and then they can take it down if
Yeah.
they want to take it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
you.
You feel me?
I know the vibes.
Yeah, you know the vibes. But then again, like students shouldn't keep on posting and posting and posting just whatever they want.
Mhm.
Like you gotta have a limit for yourself also.
Yeah. Yun nga yung dalawang kalamansi and Miley Cyrus. Like, who cares? But I saw something like that. Like, okay, never mind.
Okay, Holly,
Okay.
you're not drinking water.
Let's not talk about it.
So I agree with the UA&P voice out. With what you said. I think they just have to live up to their description.
Yes.
They should really advertise to the students that it's okay, you can comment, we're not gonna bite or something like that. Because I think that's one thing that students are just really scared to be reprimanded. This is college we're talking about, and
It's not high
one
school.
yeah, that's college, and one little slip up can really get them into a bad position, for the rest of their life, something like that. So that's for UA&P voice out, and for Dragon's Freedom Wall. I feel like parang it was made for the purpose of freedom of speech, right? But I feel like it's not also living up to what it describes itself to be, because the fact that they filter out posts, parang it's already super contradictory to what
Yeah.
The
they're
whole
saying.
idea of freedom.
Contradictory.
So it's just a
Yeah.
wall.
So
Dragon wall.
yeah, parang- yeah, and I super appreciate that there's anonymity and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. But I think one thing they're trying to improve is like the culture, or like not start hate culture. Gets ya ba? So
Yeah,
parang
yeah.
I think that's why they post stuff, or they allow posts that are, yeah, they're complaints, but they're not severe. They're not too intense. But yung mga masyadong intense, they really take it down, or they don't post it. And for example, if the students really have concerns talaga na the Dragon's Freedom Wall and UA&P Voice Out is a perfect place to discuss about it. But if you really want to act on it, the best way talaga is just to go to the school, to the people
Yeah,
in
people
charge. Yeah, people in charge. So yun, I think that's my take on the voice out and freedom wall thing.
But to empower the viewers, I also want to say na as the ano ba tawag doon? Veteran veteran of the group.
Graduating ka na.
uh, like what she said, this is college. So if your intentions are to improve the place that where you are, and like if you know how to do it properly, and then you're sincere na you actually want to make the place better, not just complaining for the sake of complaining, then you should stick to that motto na this is college. We have a voice and right to improve the place where we always stay. It's not like high school anymore. You need to grow up. Like you have some responsibilities.
And yes,
also.
you are involved to how the school is. I think that's super important that like students don't really know that like what the university is today is because of you. So if you don't do anything about it, it remains mediocre. It remains parang ang pangit lang tignan, gets?
Or at
There's
least
no
if you don't
improvement.
care.
If you don't care.
If you don't care, then you don't have the right to complain.
Yes.
That's why you should care.
We should
So you can complain.
care there. Oo.
But then again, like let's not forget that there's also the boxes, okay?
The
Yeah.
boxes.
The boxes.
Of
I
course.
think baka those boxes naman they're there, for example, for yung service na binigay ng Reg, ganun. Gets ba?
I don't know.
Or is it
Medyo
like an
lost
or is it an overall like feedback box?
I have
Ask
no,
Xeve.
no, I think it says feedback. Like feedback.
ask the main host.
Thumbs up or thumbs down.
Oh,
Diba?
really?
There's a thumbs up and thumbs down,
yeah,
diba?
yeah, I see that.
Near the reg.
Knowing UA&P people, I'm pretty sure super gaan nung thumbs up.
But contributor ka ba dun sa thumbs down?
Dude, I place a thumbs up.
Weh.
I don't even.
Bigyan ko
How do you
nga-
even place that? What? You have
Magaling,
to get a
magaling.
thumbs up and put it in.
No, I don't
Wait,
know.
wait,
No,
I
I think
never
it just
tried.
indicates like, did we do something good? Did we do something bad? Or-
All right.
yeah,
Well,
it's feedback.
yeah, guys. I know we have so much more to talk about, but then that's up to you guys to, that's up to you guys. If what you guys want to think. Do you guys want to use a voice out to voice out your concerns, the feedback posts, the feedback boxes, or Dragon's Freedom Wall? So we're gonna leave that with that.
Comment down below.
Yeah, comment down below also. Any concerns?
I think topics.
Topics.
That we can talk about.
Topics
yeah.
you want us to talk about? Because
Definitely.
again, we like to talk about topics. You can just message us or just comment down below or just message Bosun or whatever.
And definitely stay tuned for our next episodes
we have a
because it's getting more and more interesting.
Yeah, we have a special.
See, look at our mics.
Yeah.
Look at our mics.
Yeah, have you seen our mics?
Thank you,
Like,
Bosun.
super thank you to Bosun.
Yeah.
Shouts out,
Level up
shouts out.
talaga this year. I just want to say. So, pero technically they can comment whatever, like topics, what they think about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
topic. So,
yeah.
okay.
Like feedback also like would be good so that we know what to improve on
Yeah.
as
Okay.
hosts.
So thank you guys for watching DR95, and that's a wrap, and we'll see you guys soon.